Guys, how you doing? It's me. You know who I am. And if you don't know who I am, go back to my first video and watch them all again from the start. All 450 of them. Just kidding. This is just a quick library tour. So this is my lounge library, and I just wanted to show you, you know, a few things, you know, just a quick thing, you know. And so here we seem to have books about Atlantis. Very interesting indeed. I really recommend that. That's a really good Atlantis book. Like, he explains a lot in there. If you read that, you're an Atlantis expert. Gateway to Atlantis. Yeah, you know, I wish I had, you know, I could feel there are thousands of Atlantis books. I wish I had all of them. Cycle of Cosmic Catastrophes is a really good book. I really recommend it. Herbie Brennan's books are just good fun. Just good fun, that's right. So, my success books, because I like to be successful, guys. Being successful is important. Here we seem to have books about classics. You know, you want to know about the lives of later Romans, you look at the lives of later Caesars. This one was from a medieval collection called the Augustan Chronicle, and no one knows who wrote it, because in the late Rome, everything from late Rome is sort of destroyed for some reason. We have the stuff from earlier Rome. And, you want a late Roman chronicle, Ammianus Marcellinus, the late Roman Empire. Really good, man. Really good. So, you know, here we seem to have books about the Americas. Just incredible. You know, the Americas are really interesting, and I used some of these books to discover that there was an empire right next to the Aztec Empire called the Tarascan Empire, which seems to have been run by Europeans. Either they were the ancient redheads, or they were literally the Templars traveling to Europe, running their empire. Because how the heck can they transmit their information before the dawn of the printing press? That's what I want to know. So then we have books about the historical Jesus and all this, apparently, you know. Some of these books are okay, you know, they're all right. Woo! Cholera! So, anyway, here we have books about Egypt, and I've read most of these books. These books are just absolutely unbelievable. And so we're from the Kurt Mendelsohn, who said the riddle of pyramids. He said the pyramids were built in order to establish a socialist state, to get everyone working together. And this concept actually goes back to ancient times. And to centralize to control the economy. Okay, that explains zero about why it's aligned north-south-west, about why it's so big, about why it looks like a mountain, about why it's near water, about why it's surrounded by water, about why there's a sphinx next to it. Look, you know, some of these people, you wonder what side of bed they got out of in the morning. Robert Temple is just incredible, and I need more bookends. You know, they're hard to order during lockdown. You cannot order bookends. Like, more books about everything in general. Here we have books about, you know, about the Stonehenge kind of thing, the Stonehenge people, the Rodney Castleton and all that. I've even got Witches I haven't read it yet, by Lethbridge. You know, very interesting stuff. A travel book on Queen of Sheba, the Avebury Cycle, very good to help explain that these are snake cult monuments. Stonehenge is a snake cult monument. And, you know, even more, you know, it just goes on and on. It just never ends. You know, it just never ends. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Prehistoric Avebury and all this, and, you know, secret landscapes and, you know, all this sort of stuff, and archaeology, megalith builders. Yeah, a bit of Gaia stuff. The Gaia is an interesting theory, but it doesn't. He never gives a mechanism of how it works. He talks about the atmospheres and all this, and goes over the ecology that we already know. And I don't know. It's not. No, I don't know. Pickover's really good. Pickover, like, his books are really good. I really like Pickover. And just a few trashy books here. Just trashy. Oh, science fiction. Science fiction's cool. Like, you know, I really like the Ballards. You know, the Ballards really good. But so over here, we got more. Oh, that fella's building a house. It's going to be 4,000 square foot. It's right up. Okay, so, you know, here's like the paleontology. You know, the first humans. Lots of 20th century stuff and bit of, you know, modern era, steam, Age of Improvement. I got more elsewhere though. This is just a part of it, man. And you know, here we have Ancient Astronauts and all this. So, you know, it's good to keep your books, you know, lower, like the smaller ones in front. You can have twice the room. As soon as I did this, I thought, wow, I've doubled the area. It's amazing. And of course, lots of, you know, von Däniken books. They're important because he's a very entertaining writer. If you can try and write like him, you'd be a very good writer indeed. Sitchin is not a good writer, but he writes a lot. I suppose he sort of is. I read that book, The 12th Planet. I've got his other ones, but I don't know if I'll read them. Don't know. Yeah, you know, Ancient Mysteries is really interesting. It's really, Ancient Mysteries is very cool stuff. These books here, the Oz Files, these are very good books on Australian ancient mysteries. These three, they're really good, really good. Yeah. Over here, I've got a book by who was my professor, Ian Plimer. Short History of Planet Earth. For geology, he has a lot to say. Yeah, you know, like I mean, it's really fascinating. You know, it's really fascinating. So you know, so this book here, The Third Eye. So I read about this book. It's completely fake. It's written by a British plumber, but for some reason he's channeled the spirit of Tibet. So he pretended he was traveling around Tibet, and he did all this pretending, just a pretender. But people thought it was such a genuine story from Tibet about all the spiritualism and everything. It's just incredible, just incredible. Yeah, so you know, philosophy and stuff, crime novels and all that. You know, it's just so fascinating. You know, it's just so fascinating. Yeah, like yeah, it's just so fascinating. I really recommend Philip Coppens as well. Just really good books by Philip Coppens. Just really nice. And this is just a quick I'm not showing you everything. Like honestly, like why would I do that? You know, like I got so much. You know, someone very kindly sent me some National Geographic, some really old ones from the 60s. These are the best ones, you know. But and those are the ones I've read. And you know, just some more rubbish books. And then. But you know, I just got so many. You know, it's just absolutely unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So over here, right? Suetonius. Do you see that? So Suetonius is this is very entertaining stuff. If you want a Byzantine version, you can read the Procopius Psellus. That's from 1,000 years ago, and they call themselves the Roman Empire. They're not, but they call themselves that. They still are descended from the Roman Empire. Great books of the Western world. I got this 20 years ago for $200. It's a really good set, you know, to have. It's got everything. It's got everything. You want it. You know, it's really good. It's really good. But the red ones are religious books and philosophy. The green ones are literature. The grey ones are scientific. Freud, William James, Lavoisier, Faraday, Ptolemy, Copernicus. All these, you know, it's really interesting, you know. Yeah, man. So, what do you think of that? Oh, yeah, and the Britannica, the original Britannica. You know, these are so good. You know, like for the first edition. You know, and you can this is a 1970 reprint. It's so good to have. You know, like it's so good to have. Like, yeah, you know, yeah, that's right. So, oh, and don't forget to check out some of my books as well. You know. Check those out, guys. I'll be seeing you around. Bye. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? This is going to be a shelf for more books. Just put some water on here. More books. I just can't believe how many books there's going to be here. It's just beyond belief. Can't believe it. Woo!